Yo, what's up, guys? We are back at it with another draft, bronze to mythic, but this time the Power Cube draft is back on Arena, which means we're gonna get there quicker. At least I hope. Let's see what we open. It's Black Lotus. We take it. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ah. Alright, so Cube Draft is a different animal than your regular draft. A lot more powerful cards, combos, synergies. In this pack, some notable cards are Strip Mine, Mox Opal. Otherwise, this pack kind of blows. But we take Black Lotus. And now we look at Ragavan, Teferi, Snuff Out, Starting Town, Containment Priest. So when you have Black Lotus, you want cards that you can cast ahead of the curve. So cards like Teferi are pretty good Black Lotus because you can turn to Teferi just with 2 lands Black Lotus. Ragavan is just a messed up card, and Snuff Out's pretty good as well. I am leaning towards Ragavan over Teferi. There isn't great red cards to wheel from the pack, but if I did take Teferi, I could technically try to wheel Priest. That's about it. I'm gonna take the Ragavan though. Okay, this pack doesn't really have a lot of good spells, but it has 2 good lands in the Misty and the Verdant. Guess which one are we taking here? Because I don't think we want any of these other cards. I mean, Black Lotusing out a Hell Rider is kind of cute. Dark Confidant with these cards is good. Fatal Push is a solid card. Narset you can do some shenanigans with, but I think in general Misty's better than Verdant, but you could take Verdant here. I'll take the Misty, I don't know. Alright, so we could Lurrus technically. It could be a trap though. I mean, it's hard to win with Lurrus sometimes. There's Chain Lightning. There's Cryptic Command. Let's Reanimate. Will we be able to win with Lurrus? Lurrus Black Lotus is disgusting. It could be pretty fun. First draft Lurrus, see how it goes. Alright, sure. Let's see what happens. Alright, in this pack... Actually, yeah. So we have Oust, Raugrin Triome, Manatize, Storm Chasers, and a bunch of poopy. I might take the Raugrin Triome because it's red for Ragavan, white for Lurrus. Oust and Manatize can be good, and Storm Chasers is one of those cards that if you do open up a blue recall time walk effect, it's kind of disgusting, but I'll just take the Raugrin Triome. Here's a Stoneforge Mystic, which could have been sick. Like, we can't really take it here because all the equipment we would want would be more than the 2 mana value for Lurrus. I mean, we could just take Burst Lightning or Quarry Steelcutter. I mean, in general, I like I like Burst Lightning more than Quarry Steelcutter, but in this kind of deck, you know your whole deck's going to be 1 and 2 drops. You can trigger Quarry Steelcutter over and over, so I think that's going to lean me in that direction. Yep, and here's the Cauldron complete. I knew it with the Stoneforge. But that's fine. We could take Plateau, and we're actually pretty happy with Plateau. It's like the perfect land for us. Wow. Okay, so now we have some options here. There's this fear of missing out and a red white land. But there's also a psychic frog, which honestly we're not too far away from. We have a blue land, multiple blue lands. Psychic frog is disgusting. We just picked up a red white land. Fear of missing out's fine, but it's not nearly the power level of psychic frog, and I think because of that we'll take the frog. And now I could take Taiga as a red land to get off Misty. Otherwise, our picks cut down. I don't think we're going to play any of these other cards. Cut down's solid, but I do like the ability to get our red land off of our fetch, so we're going to do that. And now the Containment Priest did wheel. Technically, we could take Birds of Paradise and be more like red. Like we could just go hardcore 5 color. Containment Priest is just a solid card, though. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Priest. And now we could pick Rumble or Dark Confidant. I have no idea why this card's in the cube already. It pisses me off just seeing it. This does look like a pretty good Dark Confidant deck. So we'll do that. And now we have between Cecil and Cryptic. We are splashing blue, but triple blue seems like a lot, so we'll just take the Cecil. And now we can take Revoker, Kavu, and Mia. My. Alright, I mean, we have some options here. I mean, we could play the Kavu as just a 2-mana 4/4 in this deck. So here we open Mox Sapphire. So rule of thumb for this powered cube, if you open up a Mox, if you open up Black Lotus, Time Walk, Ancestral Recall, you always pick it for the most part. Maybe if it's pack 3, you don't pick Time Walk or Recall, like if you really just can't splash it, but packs 1 and 2, you pick it every single time, no matter what. I don't care what you say, I don't care what else is in the pack, you pick it. For us, besides this, we could get back a land, Mind Twist or Spell Pierce or Kolaghan's Command. Alright, so looking at our deck, we need more interaction. We have good creatures, but we don't have any spells. There's a Vamp Tutor, which can get us our Black Lotus or Mox or like one of these spells that actually do something. There's Dragon Rage Channeler, there's a Ponder, and there's a couple lands. Right now, between the lands and the Vamp, I think. Or Pyrite Spellbomb is pretty good with Lurrus. Because you could draw cards over and over, or deal 2 damage over and over. We don't have a black-red land yet. And I would like one. So I think I'll take the Blood Crypt. Okay, now we have a Prismatic Vista as just a really good 5-color land. If that wasn't in the pack, I'm probably still taking a different land here. Jite is good. Sylvan Safekeeper with Titania is really good. Other than that, though, we're chilling. Probably not going to play this Revoker. Will I play Mai? I mean, it doesn't seem terrible. But it doesn't seem great either. Alright, so now we have Malcolm, Blue Greenland, Stern Scolding, Bitter Triumph, Terra Sunder, No More Lies. So here comes a bunch of interaction that we're talking about. I could take the Bitter Triumph as just 2-mana removal. Counter spells are really good, which is making me want to take no more lives, but I don't know how much white we're gonna have. And this is way easier to cast and just it hits everything, so I think we'll take the Bitter Triumph. Ugh, Cranial Ram, they're forcing this archetype. Alright, so we have some lands or Mystic Confluence. Can we get away with the double blue splash? I think so. This card is really strong. I think I'll just take it. Alright, now there's Sunfall, Daze, Greaves, Beseju. Well, we can't really play Nadu because of Lurrus, so I don't want the Greaves. Daze, I don't know how many actual islands we're gonna have for it. Beseju is kind of mid in our deck. Maybe we just take Sunfall as like a catch-all. I'll just still take the Daze. Okay, a bunch of poopy, but for us, there's an Emperor of Bones. I'm pretty happy with Emperor of Bones. Card's just solid. And then we can't play any of these cards except for Fast Bond, Settle the Wreckage, and then Land. Fast Bond's terrible. Settle is mid. Blue Greenland that starts off blue. I mean, we don't really want green if we could, help it. So I guess I'll just take the Settle. Alright, here's our opening pack. We could take the K command, the Spell Pierce, the Cathar Commando, or one of these lands. I think we're gonna take the Kolaghan's command. It just does a lot. So we're like Grixis with we don't even have to play white. Jetmir's Garden. We could find off Misty. But we could already find Rabbit Triumph, so let's just take the red-black land. And then now we could take Grim. And here we'll just take like a Terra Sunder, I guess. That's a card kind of worth splashing. Tiny Bones. Doesn't seem very likely. We'll just take the black-white land in case we do want to play white. And just take all these green cards. Alright, so looking at the deck quick. We have 2 fetches. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play this Territorial Kavu. This is 8 lands. It's 18, but we're going to play we have a mock, so minimum 16 lands. Alright, so there's Skull Clamp, which is very strong. Fire Covenant is very good as well. Chromatic Star is fine. Magda is okay. I think we have to take Skull Clamp. It's great with Corey Steel Cutter. It's good with Dark Confidant and Ragavan. Yeah, we're gonna take the Skull Clamp. Wow, this pack is kind of insane. We have a black-red fetch land, Blood Tithe Harvester, Inquisition, Demonic Tutor. We can't play the Fury, and we could play the Vindicate. Do we want DT? Kind of just helps us find whatever we need. I really want this land, but I think we'll just take Demonic Tutor. Okay, here we have a green-white fetch land. Painter Servant. There's Badger Mole Cub, which is a good reason to be green. Shielded Edict, Bone Shards. Green-white fetch currently gets untap red untapped white, untapped green, tapped blue. It's not terrible. Guess we'll take it. Okay, here we have Fiery Confluence, Path to Exile are the cards that I'm immediately looking at. I think it's Fiery Confluence. This card's kind of messed up. Could deal 6, can wipe a board, can get rid of a bunch of key artifacts. Yeah, so we're like red-black, Splashing Frog, Mystic Confluence. Let's brain freeze. So here we could take Ether Spellbomb or Flooded Strand I'm looking at. Might be Flooded Strand. 4, 7, 8, 9. This is 20. I still need 4 playables though. I guess I'll take the Spell Bomb because we're a little light on playables, and we're about to be halfway through the pack. So here's a Hymn to Torok, which I know our deck's already extremely greedy, but that card is also kind of disgusting. Otherwise, we're taking a land again, which red, white, black would be a pretty good land for us, but I think I'm going to take Hymn to Torok. So now we have Portable Hole, Kellen, or Faithless Looting. I don't really want looting, and Kellen's kind of ass. So I guess it's Portable Hole. Trash for treasure. Yikes. Alright, so now we have Unholy. We could play all these cards. I'm looking at Pest Infestation or Unholy Heat. If there's going to be any green card I'd play, it probably would be Pest Infestation. So I'm running it. And now we have a JVP, which can recast some stuff, not a lot. Traumatic Critique we could play. We don't have a lot of ramp. So I might just take this black-green land now that we are going to actually play a green card. Now we wheel the Blood Tithe. We'll definitely play that. And now do we pick Get Lost? 3, 4, 5, 0, 4, 5, this is 25. Yeah, I think I'll take Get Lost. Now we have Exercise versus Dark Writ. Don't think this is much of a Dark Ritual deck. We're not really doing anything busted with it, so take the Exercise. Can't play any of these. Can't play any of these. Can't play that. Alright. Deck's kind of weird, but let's see what we can do. So Companion Lurrus. Big yawn. This is going to give us 17. We definitely want at least 16 because Mox is a land. Do I want a forest? I don't think so. I guess I have 2. Excuse me. Fetches. So this can get Taiga Tomb. I guess because all these can get a green, I might as well just play a green. Which maybe Terra Sunder gets better. I mean, this guy's a 2-mana 5/5 now. Alright, hold on. I'll just put in all these cards that are playable. I don't think we're going to play Revoker. And then let's look at cards we don't want to play. Like, we could cut a lot of white here. Like, if we cut the 5 white cards, And then I don't even need a plains in my deck. Because these green cards are better than the white cards. It's just a bunch of mediocre removal. And a containment priest. If I cut the white, how much removal do I have? I have like a Grim, I have a Bitter Triumph, a Terra Sunder, K Command. Yeah, I've got some stuff. Can't cut black, red, obviously. Could cut, if we cut green. I don't care about the Kavu, but Terra Sunder and Pest Infestation are pretty good. Let's say I cut that. This is still 17 lands, so we could play one of those cards. So even if I cut a plane, I already pre-cut a plains, but even if I add one of these back and don't put a plains in my deck, I would still want a plains in my deck. Out of these cards, Priest, Get Lost are the two best ones, probably. So, alright. If we force ourselves into 5 color, we just want to play our best possible card. So let's say we play both of those, and we only need to make one cut. Could be the Mai. We have 11 things it triggers on ourselves. We don't really like that. So we can just cut the Mai. Cut a land. I don't think we need 2 islands. I guess we don't have a lot of... I mean, do I even need the plains? If I have a plateau that I can get with... Yeah, I probably do. Put into 4. If I have 1 island and 1 Raugrin Triome, and I also have the Mox, yeah, we don't need it. Just got the island. Alright, I mean, this is a weird deck. Will we win? I don't know. Lurrus, it's usually bait. It's usually kind of bad, but let's try it. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Our hand's insane. We have turn 1 Psychic Frog. Turn 2 Blood Tithe. All while holding a Bitter Triumph. So we go Swamp, Mox, Lotus, Frog. Your go. Well, that was pretty sick. There's a Sog, okay. Mox Dizzle. Goblineer. Alright. Put a Cauldron in. Alright. So now we can use Black Lotus to put Lurrus in our hand. Play a land. We don't have double. We don't have black. We don't have the second black/white to play it. Okay, so we can't do that. I think we start with an attack. If he blocks, we'll just discard a card and kill his guy. So if he's putting this in the yard, he might have the trash for treasure card we just saw at the end of the draft. So we kind of just want to draw to our pest infestation. This card's also just kind of hard to beat, though, regardless. Cecile's mid. Sacrifice an artifact, return target artifact card with mana value 3 or less. Alright, so that right now is doing nothing. Player land. And then I think we just play the Blood Tithe out. This looks so weird, the Saga Swamp thing. The main phase makes a Saga token. Alright. That's fine. So Blood Tithe can kill off a dude. Which seems solid. I think we'll just do that. And then we'll attack again. We drew our white land, but it's tapped. Alright, he takes it. Draw a card. Fiery Confluence. This is an enchantment. So we have to wait a turn, but that's going to be insane. So let's play our land out. And I guess let's just get the Cecil going. So he's not making a guy, it looks like. Mox Opal, sure. And then Shadow Spear, that's fine also. I don't really care about that. Dragon's Rage is also fine. These cards don't matter. And then a Chromatic Star, sure. That's good with the Engineer. Alright, we'll go to our turn. That's a 5/5 for 2 mana. So what if he sacrifices the Mopal using star mana? I'm just trying to think of how to get the most value out of this Fiery Confluence. Five. I don't really care about this Dragon Rage Channeler, because it'll be forced to attack. So what if I start with this and see if he responds? He doesn't use it. I don't know what his last card is, but this seems just super good, right? And then I'll still attack with Cecil. No, he's got pretty much nothing. I could discard both cards to Frog, but I don't know about that. 3. Nicholas. Haven't seen this card in a long time. So what, he's gonna make a devil and then drain for 2? Just make 2 devils. Sure. I could fly over and kill off 1. Alright, so let's discard a planes. And let's get rid of the 3 things we can't interact with the Lurrus. And then let's kill off the token one. I should have attacked with Cecil too. Draw a card. And then I think we go Kavu into put Lurrus in the hand. Seems good. Yeah, I could have had a untapped Cecil right now. It's a mistake. If you could have double blocked. I'll take 2. Fable. It's a good card. Okay. Would like to fly again, but I don't have the cards in my graveyard to really do that. But I could always just get back something with Lurrus anyway, so let's go. I do want to get this Nicholas out of here, so let's just attack it with all 3. And then I guess I loot away the swamp. Could give it flying now, but I don't think that's the right play. Sends everything at it. Okay, we'll just kill off the shaman, I think. There's less mana, less artifacts. And then now that I untap with a 4/4 lifelink. And then I think we just Lurrus. I guess we can only get back the Black Lotus because of our mana situation. But that's fine. And then we'll play the Grim out. Now we have Containment Priest in case he has some weird shit. And if not, we could always discard it. He gets rid of 2 mediocre cards. That's a pretty good one. Pyrokinesis would have been insane, though. DT, that has to be good. Yeah, let's just cast that. There's no way that isn't insane here. So we can get Lost, Colgon's Command, Mystic Confluence. I mean, Get Lost for the Carnage Interpreter seems pretty good. Could also just get Mystic Confluence and bounce all 3 of his guys. That also seems kind of sick. Yeah, let's do that. Purple, blue, green, red. Recast that. Bounce, bounce, bounce. We'll just exile your Cauldra in case you had something weird to do with that. Put you to 5. You do get the Fable, but yeah, nice. Taste of power. Limited stupidity. Alright, we have Ragavan. And we can't cast anything else. If we draw black, though, our hand's pretty good, or green. So only if we draw more red or white that the hand's like kind of shit. I'ma keep it. Okay, there's the green. Let's just play the Ragavan. Probably die to something, but whatever. Usually does. Deep Cavern Bat. Might just be forced to trade with that. Unless we draw black. If we draw black, then we're chilling. Yeah, he takes our 2-drop. And then we draw planes, of course. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna attack. I mean, this Kavu might be good against him in terms of exiling stuff from his graveyard. This card's busted. Gets a land. And then reanimates that. Yep, I knew he had some kind of graveyard thing. Alright. Well, let's get the... I'm supposed to get the planes in play. What are we discarding here? Because I wouldn't play the land first if it meant I can draw a black land. I think I'm just going to discard the Pest Infestation. Alright, we still didn't draw the land. I guess we just put the Lurrus in our hand. Even though we have 3 lands that don't cast it in play. Haha! Lol. We've drawn only our basics too. None of our duels. Oh. Might be GG. Okay. That was kind of weird. Guess since we have Guess Lost now, I can play the planes first. And then... Do I exile this Oculus? Maybe I just exile this Oculus. As much as I want to loot, I might be able to reanimate it. And I just kind of want him to have nothing. We'll take this hit. Since we can't cast a Kolaghan's command anyway. Alright, now we'll attack and loot. Oh. Bounce. Sure. At least we can replay it. I don't think I'm gonna play the Taiga. That's what I kind of want to loot. Looks like graveyard, so he might have another reanimate effect, which he'll do on the Ragavan. Can't believe I haven't drawn a black yet. Multiple loots. Mox Diamond. Okay, so now he'll be able to play the other half of Brazen. I think at this point I will just get Lost to Deep Cavern Bat, seeing as one card in hand. Yeah, but now he'll do the maps. I wanted to do it before he attacked in case he had ninjutsu, which I guess we could have just killed the ninjutsu guy, but if it was Kaito, it has hexproof. It gets rid of Animate Dead, draws an island. We finally draw black. Alright, so that might be game. So we could just go Lurrus plus Ragavan. Could also Kolgon's command, destroy the Mox Diamond and the Brazen Borrower. I kind of like doing the Lurrus play. Oh, I guess I could dash it. That seems kind of fun. And then to see if anything worth... Oh, I'll just loot away this Taiga. Now I guess we could play the Cecil too. Alright, that was pretty sick. Let's go, baby, into the win. Alright, we have Mox, so we can turn one Psychic Frog again. That's pretty sick. The next turn we can go Quarry Steel Cutter plus Skull Clamp. Thoughtseize. Okay, never mind. Probably just takes Mox. Yeah, being on the draw here absolutely destroys us. If we're on the play, we probably just instantly win the game. But yeah, you gotta take that. Oh, that's a great draw at least. So we'll play that. Hopefully it doesn't have removal. Fortunately, our land doesn't tap for frog, so even if we drew an island, we wouldn't be able to frog here on turn 2. Maybe we do need that island. I just don't know what land to cut. Our mana is not perfect despite having infinite lands. Okay, Black Lotus was insane draw. Now you have fucking 30 options. I could go land, Quarry Steel Cutter, Black Lotus, which makes a monk. I could go Black Lotus, hold up Mystic Confluence. I think I like the Cutter play. And then I just attack with both. He trades with the Ragavan. Takes 2. Dark Confidant. So now we could go Psychic Frog plus something. I could hold up Mystic Confluence, or I can go Lavamancer plus Skull Clamp. That seems pretty good. Make another token. Now he's getting pressured hard. Dark Confident might not even be. Like, he might just die to it. But he doesn't want to trade with a Monk. If he hits like land off of it, it's gas. Could trade next turn. Or I could just Lava Mancer him. Alright, he doesn't trade. Takes 4. He reveals Malevolent Rumble. Sure, take 2 more damage. Pest Infestation could be pretty bad here. If he had it. He would be able to kill Skull Clamp and probably Black Lotus. Just plays a 5/4. Well, I could do the play from last game. I could double bounce his creatures, draw a card. That seems kind of nice. And then equip Skull Clamp if we don't draw anything. I think I like that. We also get double prowess. Put him to 3. Yeah, if you had that last turn, you just terribly misplayed, I think. So we can't double spell because we don't have white. But I think it's creature gets trample and haste. Oh, so I could just go Frog, equip Frog. Put a counter on Frog. Fly Frog. And it's lethal. Nice. I think I had lethal if I didn't do that anyway, but this one guy, he takes 1 damage from my attacks anyway, and then with the pest life gain on the stack, we just Lava Mance him, but I just wanted to show him that I still had the lie, baby. So what, he was holding out for 5 mana so he could destroy 2 artifacts with Pest Infestation? I guess it's fine to not do it then. And so play but you know I have Mystic Confluence in my hand, and I have Black Lotus in play. Like, I can cast a card. If you Pest Infestation, at least it gets rid of one of my guys. Alright, we're on the play. We'll keep. Do we turn to him or Frog? So we have red, white, black, green. This Mystic can get blue, red, white. And then we could Frog on 2, him on 3. Or do we him first, try to hit removal? Do I have a... So I have black, red land, so Misty can't get black. Because we have the Overgrown Tomb in our hand. Yeah, let's do him first, just because if he does have removal, and we hit it, Oh. That's a good draw. I'm still gonna him, I think. Alright, I mean, we hit 2 spells. It's always good. So now we can go... Oh, I don't have the mana to play both of these. Steel Overseer. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I do want to get the frog going as soon as possible. So we'll get a blue here. And play it. He just puts Lutri into hand. So I can't Ragavan and get lost. But I'm gonna attack into this guy. If he wants to block, put a counter, I'll just discard a card and kill his dude. Ether Spell Bomb's a good draw because we can double spell with that. So I think we'll actually play the Kavu because it's just a 5/5. Gave him prior. Oh, because he has this, yeah. And then we'll play the Spell Bomb, which is good insurance against if he has removal. Our lands look kind of decent. Every game we have like a little issue with our mana, but we're still fine. Mock Sapphire. So I think we get flying now. Attack. Probably loot away the monks. Okay, that lands better because it can cast Fiery Confluence. Alright, he'll just take 6. We draw a card. Another land. So I think we'll just play a Dirty Rag. Land, and we'll put the Lurrus in the hand. Sure. Tolarian Academy, yep. And Time Walk. Lutri, Time Walk. Classic, classic, classic. Alright. He gets 2 turns. I think I'm okay with taking the first hit. Dude, my headphones are pissing me off. They like only come out of one of the ears sometimes. Pyrite. Do I use this Spell Bomb to save a guy? I don't think so. I think I actually bounced the Steel Overseer in response. He's less to Larian Academy mana. I don't get attacked. And if he wants to kill Ragavan, I don't think it really matters that much. Yeah. Kappa Cannoneer it. Alright. That's... pretty bad for us. We will trade. So we do have enough mana to pay for the ward when we untap, which is good. That's also pretty bad, because that's just a free 2 cards for 2 total land investment. Oh, okay. Guess he just has the nuts. The absolute nuts. Just, we lose. We 100% lose. Ah, yes. Continue. Continue nutting, my friend. Alright, well, he doesn't get to draw off of the nuisance. I just want my fucking headphones to be fixed. This is irritating me so much. If I kill Kappa Cannoneer for 5... If I do have Lurrus. Just get a planes. Alright, so maybe he'll make a mistake. I don't know. He blocks both. It's still lethal. Yeah, with this. 2, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Alright, well, he had the nut perfect draw, so not gonna win them all. Okay. On the draw, we don't have green, but we have white, black, red, and blue. Of course, we have 2 of our green cards, but should be fine. Library. Library's pretty annoying. I think we'll just turn 1 the Emperor of Bones. Just get as much pressure going as quick as possible. Against the library, that's all we can really do. If he has like 1 mana removal spell here, we're pretty toast. Depending on what he plays, I might just put Lurrus into hand on turn 2 here. Because I don't really have much else to do. Alright, he doesn't do anything. We will just go straight to combat, I think. Then we'll play out the Scream. And play our tap land. Sure. Okay. Destroys Mox, but we draw a card. Well, now we could go Lurrus, replay the Mox. Which, I mean, isn't super value, but it is something. Or we could get lost as guy. I don't hate either of these plays. Get lost allows us to do more on this turn. So I think we'll go with that. I could just bring it back to get in for big damage. You know, honestly, that's not a terrible play. Yeah, I think we'll do it. This is half his life total, more. Might be like a sneak attack deck or something. Show and tell kind of deal. Hero. Alright, well, we can exile that with Emperor Bones still. That would have been... No, if we had brought it back, we would draw a card. We wouldn't get to attack for 6. I was just thinking if we didn't do this play, if it would have been better to, you know, not get super aggressive, but we will exile that arrow. Attack for 5. And I think we just hold up Daze and Terrace under now. Badram, Old Cub, sure. He's drawn a bunch of cards. He's got to be trying to combo in some way. He's done pretty much nothing the whole game. We could just Grim away the Cub. Okay, he decides to map. Sees a Vibrance. Keeps it on top. We'll fetch. I guess we'll get second green. I could Terrace under now. I'm not sure if that's the right play. Because he'll still have 2 blockers, and I can't make the Emperor a 5. Like, if I kill a guy and then untap, use Grim to kill a guy, I don't have lethal still. Oh, maybe with DT I did. I mean, I know I have Fiery Confluence to get. So I think we just go to attacks first here. And then we attack for 4. And if it goes for like a double block, we could blow it up with Grim. he's just double blocking now. I mean, I guess. Adds a blue, sure. Yeah, and then you lose the mana immediately. Weird plays, man. Alright. I'll just play this untapped. So he's gonna Vibrance my Grim. So I think I'll DT now, then. Or not. I could Lurrus the Mox. He just Vibrances my Lurrus. I do. If I DT, then I can't hold up Kick, Terra Sunder plus Daze. Just pass a turn. I don't really know what this guy's doing. Make him have an answer for the Emperor. I just don't want to lose to, like, some random shit, you know? So I want to hold up my stuff. Does get to gain 2. I'll probably just Terra Sunder it at the end step here. Doesn't even get a good land. Just gets a Fabled Passage. Alright, we could respond to that. Spell Pierce. Sure. Nadu. Okay. He doesn't want the Nadu. Fast Bond? Is that 7? There's no way that's... Yeah. That doesn't mean anything here. Now he's at lethal again. So now I could Lurrus my thing. Do I just DT for Fiery Confluence and try to kill him? Black. What are some other options here? None that seem as good as killing him, so... Let's try it. Nice. I overthought that so much. This guy had so many cards in hand and just did nothing the entire game. I was convinced he had more than he actually did. But we'll take the win, however slow it might have been. Stillman Cavalier. That's a good name. Yeah. So I blue, red, white, black. I could get a Taiga off this, so I could turn one. That seems pretty good. It's also a fetch for the Grim anyway, so. And then turn 2, we can go Blood Tithe. Turn 3, we could play our tap land. Let's just attack for 1. Kolgon commands, I think, is going to be a good draw as well. Opt. Already revealed, sure. Alright, he'll be a little slow with the tri-land. I could go Verge and put the Lurrus in hand, but then I don't have days up. It's a little bit more efficient to put Lurrus in hand. Oh. Well, now I can go Mox, put Lurrus in the hand, play the Triome. Attack for 4. That's pretty sick. Thoughtseize, yeah, I'm not dazing that. Well, what's good about having Kolgon's command is that if he takes Lurrus, we can K command it back. If he takes K command, we still have the Lurrus. And it's an instant speed card too, so we could. There's a good chance we'll be able to do it when we have a chance. The days getting shown is pretty bad, but there's also just a non-zero chance he won't be able to play around it because we're still beating his face for 4 here. Removal. Bowmaster. You know, I low-key thought he may have had this. Yeah, I mean, speaking of not being able to play around days, I think we just hard cast this days here. And then I'm just gonna make you discard and get back my Lurrus while you're tapped out. You might have a draw 7 effect, which would make this entire sequence kind of useless, but also like kind of forces him to do it. The discard part of K command is like the worst part usually. You want to destroy an artifact or kill a guy or kill them with it, but I just wanted to resolve it. Like, making him discard Swamp isn't that big of a deal. This Kavu's just always a 5/5. Yeah, this card's actually been pretty good. I guess when you're just playing 5 color, it's just 2 mana 5/5 with extra abilities. This can't really be that bad. Dark Confidant's a good draw. Let's just attack for 3, I think, and we'll just hold up the Grim. That resolves. I think we just kill it, though. I think we'll tap this mana. And then, oh, I still can't play the Kavu. Alright, so we'll just play the Dark Confidant. Lavamancer's kind of a non-bow with Lurrus, right? Like, you want your stuff in your yard, but also, like, Lurrus can't play, like, the lands or the spells, so you do get some value out of the Lavamancer. Alright, we're up to gold 2. Making our way back up the plat, which is nice. Alright, we're on the play. We don't get to Ragavan because this is only a red after we play the Overgrown Tomb. which is unfortunate. So we'll just start with the Overgrown Tomb. And I'll play out the Mox. It might put fear into him that we have like Spell Pierce or some bullshit, you know. Blue white. Bobble. And plains. Alright. What do we start with here? Kavu can become a 3/3. Ragavan's obviously pretty good, but we could dash it at some point. I think I'm going to go with the Harvester. It hits just as hard as the Kavu would, but also has the added utility of being able to kill a guy. And if I don't want to kill a guy, I'm probably just going to loot away this swamp. Oust, Portable Hole, Mana Vault. That's worse than what I said. That could lead to some bad things. Alright, yeah, so let's loot away the swamp. He knows about Bitter Triumph. Let's play the plains. Attack for 3, and then I think we just play Kavu. I like the spider. This is one of my favorite pets. Wiggle that, wiggle that, wiggle that, wiggle that butt. Alright. Does nothing. Which makes me want to dash this Ragavan now. We can play for a lot of the counters, and we still get to hold up Bitter Triumph. I like my hand, so I think I'll just exile your Bauble. Settle the Wreckage. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. At least we get 3 lands. We'll go blue, red. Let's look at our fetch lands. Black. And then we'll play out the Dark Confidant. At least we have something to follow it up with. But that was pretty devastating. We're way ahead on mana. And the Mana Vault will hurt him. Alright, Grim Lavamancer was a good draw. Just any creature here. Then we'll start mapping. Him. I like him. He has a bunch of cards. Then we'll just put the Lurrus in our hand, hold up our Bitter Triumph. He doesn't draw a land, cool. We will immediately him. Discards 2 5-drops, awesome. Let's map again. Skull Clamp, I'll keep it. Technically I could have graveyarded it and then Lurrused it, but I could Lurrus the Dark Confidant. Sure, that's his land drop essentially. Let's play the Skull Clamp. Let's equip it. Attack for 4. Do I Lurrus into... I don't think I do, just because I want... I guess I didn't think about... I should have. I definitely should have, because since Manival here is going to deal him damage down to 6, that makes Fire Confluence lethal. And if I play Lurrus Bob, it would kind of essentially force him to tap out to like Wrath, if that's like his last card, or like whatever, like even if it's not his last card, like he's forced to do that play. And then he's tapped out and we could just kill him. We'll attack for 4. Alright, and then now we'll do the play that we should have done. I could just Skull Clam now, technically. But it is a lethal threat, so I think I'll just keep it. And now the Mana Vault is just guaranteed to kill him in these 2 turns. Light and Tutor. Alright, I mean, he could combo us if he's like a Brain Freeze deck. He'll have to Manifold Key. Okay, so that's how he's gonna live, by untapping the Mana Vault for less mana. But he still has to deal with our board. So if he goes like Manifold, excuse me, Jesus Christ, Manifold Key, spend the mana untapped, and he has 5 mana, and then he goes Wrath for 4 or 5 mana, and we still have the Confluence. If it's not Sunfall, we also draw 2 cards. Like if it's just literal Day of Judgment or something. Alright, nice. That's pretty hard for him to get out of that position. Final boss. Alright, we got potentially a turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Dark Confidant. This is black first, nice. This is also black first. Alright, so we do have to get a mount. So I could get a Taiga, which will turn this into black, and then Prismatic View so I can get an island. Swamp or Plain. So we won't have white mana, but we don't really need mana. Alright, so yeah, I like that. That's fine. Got the Taiga. We'll just turn 1 the Ragavan. Guess he has Path or something. Oh, he's playing Cycling. Okay. Ponder after playing the land because you need it for the island. That makes sense. I love this art on this Ponder. This is my go-to Ponder art. The fish ladies. Alright. Okay. Now we could use the treasure to play Dark Confidant just so we can hold up getting an island for days, and I don't hate that. And now we did draw the white, so we have all our colors. Frog is pretty good here, unfortunately. We will still get the island. Alright. I like Blood Tithe Harvester. I could go Cutter Grim as well. I mean, that's pretty good. Stern Scolding the Grim, okay. Question becomes, do I attack for 2 to get him to discard a card? I don't think so. Now we're just getting Dark Confidant value. Fire Confluence is a solid one as well. So if I like equip to the Ragavan, he'll have to discard 2 cards. But I think I should have Blood Tithe first, because then if he does that, then I could activate this afterwards. So we can wait a turn to make that play. Glenn. Yeah, I'm down to counter Glenn. Make another guy. He could have a Days of his own. He does. And here's Jace, okay. So... oh, he pluses Jace too. It's kind of freaky. Keeps it on top, so it's a land for sure. Or not. Okay. Land. Mox. Double prowess. I think I'll main phase this Containment Priest to get another monk. And then we can equip. And then I think I just Fiery Confluence 6 to the dome, get another triple prowess. If I attack with all, he takes 3, 6, 8. He takes 10. I lose out, or he could block Dark Confidant. 2, 3. You can make this into a 3, 4. I think I just swing with these guys. And then I can Blood Tithe his Psychic Frog. If he makes it into a 3, 4. Yep. I mean, so he has Jace, but he's at 6. I still have a Dark Confidant going. I also have the inevitability of Lurrus. I mean, I could have attacked Jace. Baleful Strix, solid. Deep Cavern Bat is a whiff. Him does nothing. Emperor Bones. I could get back Eagles and give my whole team first strike. That's kind of insane. Am I gonna beat this guy on an Emperor Bones Eagles? Alright, so we go Emperor Bones. And he loses. Let's go, baby. Alright. That's a 7 winner. First cube since they brought it back. I'm super happy Cube is back, so now I'll be able to hit Mythic quite quickly. 22 gems, so we can keep drafting. Let's take a quick look at the deck. Had a nice first little cube, little Lurrus deck, always fun. The stipulation of having to play only 2-drop creature or permanents allows you to have a really fun draft. Um, I think the power level of this deck was solid. I mean, when you have Black Lotus plus Mox, your deck's going to be good. And we combine that with the Confluences, which are really strong, Ragavan. We didn't get the Skull Clamp much, but it's definitely very powerful. DT, Frog, Cutter was really good. That last game, Dark Confidant carried pretty hard. Kavu was really good. I haven't played much with that card, so I'm glad to see that if you are doing a 5-color deck, you should just pretty much always play that guy. Blood Tithe was nice. Yeah, just some solid cards. The white was the worst probably, but Get Lost came up and it was good. Containment Priest is a nice failsafe against some decks, so definitely would draft this again. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.